really going to really happen, right? So I'm not too worried yet. For me, it's more about the team looking better as a whole, and not just one guy hard carrying. And for me, despite the fact that Rookie didn't really have to do much in the first two, in his two maps we saw here today, it's not like he played a bad game, right? He didn't really have to do much, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think in general, Yanko, he's one of the players that I've always kind of been like very confused by, because the numbers look...
Welcome to the club.
Right, sure. The numbers look good, and he sometimes even manages to get these MVP performances at some tournaments, but then he makes a lot of elementary mistakes that you would think a top-tier player wouldn't necessarily make, particularly one, you know, in a team like FaZe with an IGL like Karrigan.
I think he just plays a very volatile style of Counter-Strike, right? It's pretty...
Oh, that's my favorite admin! That's the best!
When you do
nicest
that,
guy ever.
If you get that first kill,
I think he was also a driller.
You can snowball into getting a multi-kill, or
all of a sudden, like before the games, like Zippel was making for a joke like, us? And then he said like, zack, like, bro, I swear.
Prefer the opposite, right? Where you're a little bit more reserved and gives you a chance to outplay the opponent on a macro level.
Also crazy good at his job.
Your teammates can also
because everyone like here issue, he zack, fixed.
Try
he
to
is
change
fast.
him. Like that's who he is as a player.
Knowing.
What you can do is try to play around him a little bit and, you know, just constantly work on. We understand what you like as a player. You don't need to be doing that in a 4v2, right? In a 5v, like you still need to make some of those good decisions for your team.
Yeah, and Cloud9, they haven't had a problem with their AWP. Icy looking very, very
why
good
do I like
today.
watching C9 so much?
And it obviously
there's something about them
to their chances to overcome
I think it's Boomla.
FaZe.
Yeah,
Kappa train
and Heavy God both have been pivotal in Cloud9 having made it to the next stage.
Oh my god!
This matchup as well.
You're telling me if I give the sub right now, a sub with Twitch Prime, which is free when you click on my channel, click on subscribe, and then look at the blue crown when scrolling down. I get a golden Kappa with it for a limited time right now. Wow, this blue button right here. Check if you have it. The blue crown, sign up, bang. You already know. If you have Amazon Prime, free sub, no ads as well. What's an ad? This right here, suck, running ads with noise during the game. You already know. Jeez Louise, that is crazy. I love Twitch.
Considering the online form,
Twitch is
right?
amazing.
So you got to keep that into context when it comes to playing against FaZe, which we did against earlier in the RMR. They lost in a pretty convincing fashion on Ancient. So I feel like they've done the job of taking care of teams who are absolutely underneath them. But when it comes to going up against, let's say, the top 4, top 5 teams in this RMR, I don't think we've really... they have failed when they've been tested.
Agreed.
So they've looked good so far, but that's about it. It's again,
this was where we got eliminated, I think.
Like I said, I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer in Cloud9. I think they've been fed a lot of easy matchups, and I don't think they have any chance against them. So we'll see.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Eskil, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's now fucking chat.
Well, we'll see.
That's in the chat.
Picks
and bans.
Gives them some flexibility, right? They decide
Come on, give me something nice.
Veto out Nuke.
Give me something nice. Vertical ban, of course.
Not
to be honest, I'm down for anything. I would love an Ancient though.
Full groups, these two teams, and Cloud9 picked us too. Then didn't really work out. They did beat FaZe.
They're gonna pick Anubis, huh?
Inferno.
Wait,
so that might have been an option, but they decide against it. Just go for Mirage, where now for FaZe Clan, Ancient, we just saw them play it against Fnatic. That's the map where they have their highest win rate on. I think at the end will be interesting. Does
Duster would be nice. Duster,
which they lost last time.
That's one of my favorite
maps to
watch.
Which they won, and they do go for that Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, if you're FaZe, I feel very comfortable.